Well, okay, and welcome to a new episode of Tokyo Reds, Liverpool fans based in the land of the rising sun. My name's Paul, Tom and John, and today we're going to be talking about the ins and the outs, or the possible outs for Liverpool this week, and having a look at the pre-season again so far. So first major in, signed, is Ragnar Klavan, whatever. Bought him 4.2 million from Augsburg. Tom, what do you make of this signing?
Obviously, we had Augsburg as an opponent last season. I do remember seeing a couple of his performances. He was a standout player, from what I remember. He was a standout player, especially a club like them. I embrace it. It seems like Klopp's going for a couple of Germans, which of course makes sense. Like, he knows the league well.
He's from Estonia, but yeah.
Oh, sheesh.
But no, German league.
But he's from the German league.
Nice.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Give me a slap, both of you.
Sorry.
But, yeah.
Hey, if Hitler had his way, could have been Germany.
Yeah,
Who knows? But no, I welcome him to the club. I don't know if he'll be a starter, but definitely a squad player and just give him time in the Premier League. Obviously, see what he's like in pre-season. But like I said, pre-season it's nice to win, but can't take it too seriously. But yeah, give him a run out, see how it works.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So he looks like he's been brought in as a replacement of, well, probably both Torre and Skirtle. Would you agree with that?
It's quite funny because haven't Liverpool come out and said, and Klopp's come out and said, he is a replacement. He's not going to start.
Yeah. Well,
they basically just said, we're getting you as a replacement, and I'm pretty sure he came out and even said, I'm really happy to be at this club, even though I won't get that many games. So it's kind of just established that he is going to be the backup striker. But it's good. Jesus Christ.
But yeah,
defender.
My fault.
But yeah, your fault. But no, he's big. He looks big and strong. We need more of that.
No, I think obviously Gomez out for however he's, which is devastating, really. You know what I mean? Gutting.
Like with him as well, it's like one last chance now.
Yeah,
that's all he's got for his career.
Yeah. It's a big shame. He's experienced. Obviously, he's Estonia's captain and best ever player. Take that as whichever way you want, but he is the best player in a country, which is pretty good.
He's not German.
A good thing to take note of as well. When we played in the Europa League in the knockout rounds, we put 4 past Dortmund. We put 3 past United over 2 legs. We scored a lot of goals. However, Augsburg over 2 legs, we only scored a penalty, and that was it. So he's going to obviously command a defence. He's a strong defender. So I'm happy. 4.2 million.
Yeah.
You're not going to lose out,
especially with the money that's been thrown around this season. So bargain almost, it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, someone we're spending a bit more money on is Jorginho Wijnaldum. I think I got the pronunciation right, because I don't usually do that. He's apparently, if he's been agreed, 25 million with Newcastle, with maybe add-ons on top of that or whatever. John, what do you think of the Wijnaldum signing if it comes through?
Obviously, touch wood, I'm completely wrong, but I'm just a bit worried because there's been a lot of Newcastle's a bit of a conundrum, because people are like, oh, Wijnaldum's really good, Sissoko's really good, Shelby's really good, Townsend's really good. It's like, well, why did you go down?
Yeah.
And I know they only got Townsend and Shelby, but that was still, they had 3 months to pick up the game and nothing changed. So one of those players has to be shit. I don't want us to get that player.
Okay.
And I know he scored
11 goals.
But then he's got 4 in one game against Norwich, and that's good. That means you've got some potential. I bet it was against Norwich as well.
That's true.
Norwich
that is
conceding 4 goals against one player.
All his goals came at home as well. He didn't score away last season. But also Newcastle was shit away and at home last season. I can understand why he's got reserves, to be honest.
Yeah. One other thing as well is, he's just got relegated. So is he the type of, it's like what we talked about before. I'd like to see players who've got I want to win. I've got that winning mentality. Whereas, from what I've heard, he just, like the rest of the Newcastle players, he just laid down and died.
Yeah. So drop tools.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see that.
I mean, I can understand those reservations. He was I mean, to counterbalance that, I guess he was PSV captain, which is player of the year.
Yeah.
Good Dutch side. How do you feel about the whole thing?
Well, the point John made about he's been in the squad that was relegated, and you look at those players there, one of them or maybe some of them were really not that good. They're overrated. But then to kind of counter that point, West Ham, I think it was 2001, 2002 when they got relegated. Not a fan of him, but like Frank Lampard, Defoe, I think they had Hislop, Joe Cole. They had some players who went on to do very well in their career, but for whatever reason in that system, maybe it's the management, were just not working together.
That's a fair point.
From what I've seen, I like him. He's got experience. Like I say, 4 goals in 1 game. He didn't score away. But Klopp's system, maybe I'm being a bit too over-optimistic with Klopp, but I really do trust Klopp. I really trust him. If he's signing a player, whether he's going to be a starter or not, he's going to have plans for him long term. He has got experience. If he can do 4 goals against Norwich, but the other 7 goals, I have to think about that. The other 7 goals, they weren't against Norwich. They could have been against bigger clubs. I'm confident. I'm confident. I think it's a good signing.
Yeah. At the end of the day, he scored more goals than any of our midfielders last season, which is something to take on board.
One thing I would say, that do you think he's going to start?
It's a good question.
25 million, you'd expect someone for 25 million to be starting.
Would you expect Lallana to start? He's 25 million.
Yeah, but now I would, yeah. Based on the season.
Ahead of who?
That's the thing though, isn't it?
Like Coutinho, Firmino, Mane.
Yeah, maybe.
So he's going to be on the bench, 25 million. I don't know. For me, I think we've got a pretty good price for him, for someone of his age, his experience, his talent. We need to be able to get a consistent season out of him. But I like you say, I'm not sure if he's going to be a starter. He's versatile, so he can kind of play all over the midfield, centre and attack. So I think that maybe he's like just going to be a very expensive utility player. But he's an upgrade for me. Upgrade. We're going to talk about him in a bit. Joe Allen. It's kind of an upgrade on him. He can fill the links between the defensive midfield and the attack midfield. So, yeah, I'm hopeful. I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens, but I don't think he's.
Like I say, touch wood. I hope he's great.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see, really, but we will see. Okay, so that's the ins. The outs. Yeah, just mentioned it, but best haircut, best surname, best chickens in the Premier League. Joe Allen, mighty Joe Allen. Apparently a fee has been agreed with Stoke for £13 million. We were talking 7 or 8 million a couple of shows ago or whatever. John, how do you feel about Joe Allen? Maybe probably leaving Liverpool.
I am sad, but it's pre-season. But watching like the Grunch, or whatever his name is, the Grinch. Yeah. Watching him, like, I was thinking about this when I saw the price, because I was like, oh no, Allen's gone. He was a great utility player. But next season, I was thinking maybe we'd have like Grudic, Chan, Henderson. It's a really strong midfield, like tall, strong players.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I always felt Allen didn't have. He was a great player. I wish him the best of luck, but he kind of did save his best form for the last 10 games of his Liverpool career.
Yeah.
So it's sad, but he did have like an opportunity under 2 managers, and obviously Klopp's doesn't want to keep him.
Yeah,
I think if he wanted him, he would be staying.
Yeah. I mean, it is. I think a lot to do with his stature. You know what I mean? But he's just had an excellent Euro 2016. Do you think we could have got more money than 13 million, or do you think that's about right?
I think there it depends who we're selling to. Club like Stoke City, 13 million is a good deal. They're a rival, but I don't know. They're not like a rival like Chelsea or Arsenal. Yeah. If we're selling into, say, to like a La Liga club or Serie A, I think we could have pushed for like maybe 15 to 20. Yeah. But Stoke, I would take 13. We could have got more though.
I mean, and the only issue with that really is he's only got 1 year left on his contract, so it's kind of now or never really. So we had to sell him.
Yeah,
which is a shame.
I think as well it's a good price because he's 27.
Something like that, 26.
So he should be at like his peak, right?
Yeah.
So ideally, if you're 27 and you're starting every game, that's like 30 odd million.
Yeah.
But because he's not, and he is a utility player, then
Yeah.
That has to come into it.
To be fair, 13 million for a player who hasn't had a massive role in the club since he's signed. It's not bad, and we paid 15 for him, so it's not really bad. Do you know what I mean? It's not really bad, but it's a shame because comes across a very nice, humble guy, and I think he's a good football player.
He seemed very professional when he played as well. He never
moaned or
he just got on with it.
spat his dummy out or whatever. He's not that kind of guy. He's Welsh, isn't he? So. Okay, another out. I think we can pretty much all agree that this is a good one. Adam Bogdan is going out on loan to Wigan on a view for a permanent deal, please. You upset, Tom? How do you feel?
I think this is why we agreed to the friendly with Wigan. So all it takes to get Bogdan. No, I mean he had a cracking match against Carlisle United in penalty shootout, but in all honesty,
that would be like his reel, won't it? His highlight reel, just be all those penalties.
That's the thing. That's what we kept on showing to Wigan Athletic. In all honesty, I wish him the best, but was it the Watford game? I can't remember which game it was.
Might be, yeah.
It might have been Watford. We lost 3-0 away to Watford, and if I remember correctly, within a few minutes he made an absolute howling. Didn't recover from it.
Just dog shit, yeah.
It was just one of them. Whether you got money on it or not, it doesn't matter. But if you lose money because people are making those howlers, it's outrageous. But no, he's not Liverpool quality. No, he's not Liverpool quality.
His saving grace with those howlers is just that Mignolet made so many howlers that I can't even picture what you're talking about.
that brings me on. I've got a theory with Adam Bogdan, because when we signed him, I was like, what? Why have we signed this guy? And I honestly think this is a mad theory, but I'm a mad person. We signed Adam Bogdan to kind of, when we did play it, because everyone was on Mignolet's back big time. Everyone was giving him loads of grief, and rightly so, because he made a lot of howlers. I think it's like the owner said, right, just show him someone really crap, and then maybe they'll give Mignolet a bit of a nice time. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, he's not as bad as Bogdan. You know what I mean? So I'm Brad Jones as well. We've had some absolutely diabolical second goalkeepers we can't do. Carvalho, Itange, dickhead,
idiots. Not welcome back.
All these awful Scott Carson. Bloody hell. Sorry Adam, but you shit. Anyway, so obviously we played Wigan and Huddersfield in the pre-season. Played a teenager at centre forward. It shows how serious we're taking those games.
Still won.
We haven't conceded any goals at all. And, Karius, I was excited to watch him. He hasn't actually done anything. He did make a good save against Huddersfield, but I haven't really seen anything.
He made a good recovery against Wigan.
Yeah.
I saw his moment.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's a good job he recovered from that, because otherwise
can't be doing that in an actual game.
No. For me, to be fair, he has good movement. Like when he gives the ball, he gets into a nice position to receive it back. And I do think he's the kind of goalkeeper that Rodgers would have wanted. To be fair, as well. I think he looks alright. He looks the part, but he's not match fit as well as anybody else. So, but overall, John, what do you think of the games so far? Wigan and Huddersfield.
It's good to see the young one. Like I said, get to see the young ones get a kick about. Yeah. It's good that we've won them all. But at the end of the day, when you're playing was he goalkeeper up front?
What was his name now?
Centre back.
George? Goalkeeper, yeah.
Goalkeeper, yeah. When you're playing a goalkeeper
17, 18 years old.
How are you supposed to take it seriously?
Yeah, that's it.
One thing, it's good to see the likes of Ings scoring, but watching the games, it's put more away. You know what I mean? I know it's not. It's don't exert yourself because you've got these games coming up, but fucking hell, just do a little bit better than what you've been doing.
Yeah, well, I thought we were zipping it round fast. So I mean, we're looking more closer to what Klopp wants. But obviously, it's Chelsea and AC Milan and in America are going to be the big ones.
Yeah.
What do you think about the whole thing?
I mean, so far, because we had that chat before. I think it was maybe last episode. We were talking about the good thing about pre-season. If you win in, it can breed a winning mentality. So I remember before Benitez's last season, the pre-season was terrible. I remember we lost Espanyol or someone. We lost 3-0 away. We lost against Galatasaray 3-1. I remember watching the games. I was like, my dad was like, I'm worried about this. Dad, it's pre-season, but you could see something was wrong. We went from 2nd to 7th in that season. Something was wrong. The fact they're winning, okay, it's it's Fleetwood, it's Huddersfield, it's Wigan, it's Chamberlain. We can't get too excited about that. But if we were drawing those matches, or if we had some fluky loss, I would actually be concerned.
Yeah.
I really would. Obviously, yeah, USA, this would be interesting. Chelsea, AC Milan. It's not the end of the world if we lose, but it would be nice to get one over both of them.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you know, so far it's just been job done. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So far, and that's all you need.
You can only beat what's in front of you, right?
Lucas, you know, we've had Lucas obviously went off injured in the Huddersfield game. Matip had a bruised ankle or something, but apparently that's not so bad. It's just about getting everyone fit, getting everyone ready and into Klopp's system as fast as possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It looks like they have been doing like his gegenpressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they are playing his system, which is a good point. What's another good thing is, you know, like if we're beating those teams with this system, you know, it's with those young kids, then like the adults should be better, right?
Yeah. It gets people into believing in the system as well, because you're like, well, look, we've scored, you know, whatever it is, like 4, 9, 10 goals in 4 games, and we haven't conceded any, so it works. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it tells people, which is great. So there we are. Thank you very much, everybody. Once again, if you've enjoyed the show, please leave a like and share and subscribe. And if you've got any views on any of the news we've talked about today, drop a comment. And follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you next week. Thank you very much.